Hi, I'm Carol. I'm a teacher by day and a musician by night. And this video is about the film Her by Spike Jonze, which I saw at the cinema yesterday. I'm not really going to critique the film because that's not really what I'm interested in this case. It's one of the issues that it brought up. It was, to cut a long story short, about a human being falling in love with an operating system on his computer. But the subplot to it was a very strong kind of message about technology and the internet and mobile devices. There's a bit of a montage and a bit of a moment in the film where the main character looks around and he realises that even though there's hundreds of people around him, they're all completely absorbed in their own devices, whether it's an in-ear device in the case of the film or a mobile phone. And yeah, obviously that's very similar to our current state of affairs in our society, and it just really struck a chord with me, and it made me really sad. And it also made me realise that I have a bit of an issue, I have a bit of a problem, addiction, whatever you want to call it, with a similar thing with having mobile devices and just being completely absorbed in them. And how often are we in social situations with actual people that we've chosen to spend time with, and we still can't be fully present? We have to be distracted, we're more interested in a fictional world really than we are with what's actually going on around us. I know this is hardly rocket science, this is hardly a profound realisation that I'm the first person to make, but I just wanted to share it because it really struck a chord personally with me. And it's made me realise that I do spend far too much time on my smartphone. I spend far too much time, particularly on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, and it has become a bit of a hook. It's become a bit of an addiction. It's become a bit of an excuse to maybe not face up to things in my life. I stopped drinking alcohol relatively recently, about 8 months ago, and that was, I guess, the crutch and at that point in my life, and I've got rid of that, and I suppose this has maybe replaced it to a certain extent. And I think it's an endemic problem with a lot of people. I mean, how often do you think, oh, I'll just quickly check Facebook, and then before you know it, half an hour's passed because you've clicked on somebody's BuzzFeed link, and that's led you to something else. Somebody described it this morning, actually, on my newsfeed on Facebook, ironically, as everybody ending up at 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, which I quite liked, because it is that kind of thing. You sort of find yourself go full circle, and you just get caught in these, fantastical traps of going adrift on some little quest on the internet to find something else out. And at the end of it, what does it really achieve? What have you really done as a person? How have you progressed? And that's why, for me, it's a problem.